Donald Trump's biggest supporters are now turning on him after their 401ks, their portfolios, their retirement accounts crashed as a result of Donald Trump's tariffs. Check this out. These are a bunch of Trump supporting Twitter or X accounts, and they are not happy with Donald Trump. Let's just take a look at the one in the top left. Quote, at Donald Trump, I voted for you, but 30% loss of my retirement funds was not what you promised. What about 94 Red Raider at Real Donald Trump? Recall the tariffs. You cost me over $3,200 in one day in my retirement accounts on Friday, and I voted for you 3 times. You're killing us. What about the bottom left? Myself and others are now sorry we voted for you. You are killing people's retirement accounts. Or Mike, dude, I voted for you, but you are destroying my retirement account. Pump the brakes. All of these MAGA voters are now coming to the realization that Donald Trump has never and will never be good for the economy. He has never done anything that helps working people. Donald Trump works on a basis of helping the wealthiest, not middle class workers. And with these tariffs, the wealthy certainly get to benefit. They get to jack up their prices. But for folks with their retirement accounts, their portfolios and whatnot, they are going to crash. And Donald Trump does not care about you. The stock market going down, Donald Trump is reposting videos saying he's doing it on purpose, that he's playing 4D chess and somehow he's so much smarter than anybody else. Take a look at this other screenshot of more MAGA accounts saying the same thing. The top left, stock market going down, losing my retirement. I voted for you and it was a big mistake. Bottom left from Rob Albright at Donald Trump. Thanks for effing up everybody's retirement, effing up our life savings, for ruining a fun weekend with basketball, etc. Some of us don't have time to wait on a recovery and I voted for you. Fix it. Stop the victory lap and fix it. Or Greg at Donald Trump. I voted for you, but midterms are flying out the door. Your actions destroy our hopes, plans to retire anytime soon. For God's sakes, why decimate everything at one time? It will take years to recover our retirement accounts, but it took you 3 months to destroy them. Or Tom at the bottom, I voted for you. Stock market is in free fall again today. My retirement saving is crushed because of your policies. Golden age my butt. Wow. I mean, again, Trump voters. We have people saying it was a mistake, that their weekends were ruined and it's going to take months for them to be able to recover. Their retirement accounts are virtually gone, right? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for these people lost in a matter of days. This is money that these folks were hoping that they could use to retire on. And now Donald Trump is coming in here saying the golden age of America is back. Not for these people, not for these folks who voted for him many different times. There's more people. At the top left, I voted for you 3 times, Mr. President. However, you decimated middle-class retirement funds with this trade war. I cannot support you any longer. You have crushed my ability to retire. I agree that things need to be negotiated and better deals need to be made, but we are paying. Or the top right with John, I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't have voted for Trump last November. These tariffs are starting to get ridiculous now that you are affecting my retirement. I hope for your sake things get better quick. Or bottom right, Mr. Trump, why are you destroying the American seniors' retirement accounts? This is not what we voted for. And there's more. All these people saying, I voted for you. I want to retire. I voted for you. I'm a supporter of you. I've supported you many times in many different elections, and I no longer can support you. I no longer can vote for you. This is a wide spread sentiment across the United States among Democrats, Republicans, independents. Anybody that has a retirement account, anybody that invests in the stock market is hurting right now because they're losing tens of thousands of dollars just like that. And meanwhile, while all of these Trump voters are suffering, their retirement accounts are going down. What is Donald Trump doing? What action is he taking to remedy this? Nothing. Instead, he's golfing. Take a look at this video of Donald Trump golfing the other day. This was in Florida. Again, just having a fun time with his buddies, practicing his swing out on one of his golf court resorts. Having a good time. By the way, that was the other day. Today, on Sunday, at the time of recording this is what Donald Trump was doing today, hosting another golf event at his many resorts. Take a look. First of all, terrible shot. But this is what Donald Trump is doing today. Golfing in Florida with his buddies. So all of these people are suffering, and he's out there having a good time. And the unfortunate thing for not only these Trump supporters, but every single American, is that the bad news isn't going to stop. This isn't just done now. The bad news is going to continue on Monday. Check this out. We got news from a Fox Business reporter that big Wall Street trading desks will be staffed for tonight's future open, preparing for, quote, intense selling. An intense selling of their stocks and their assets in the market. tonight. Their futures are going to collapse. These stocks are going to collapse right now. And what is Donald Trump doing? Absolutely nothing. And you can take a look at other aspects of the stock market where things are crumbling right now. Just take a look at Bitcoin. Where I know a lot of Trump supporters have bought into the idea of Bitcoin. Donald Trump had promoted Bitcoin, went to a conference, spoke on its behalf, and endorsed the idea of Bitcoin, saying that we in the United States are going to have a reserve of it. We're going to be mining it here. A whole lot of nonsense from Donald Trump. But just take a look at this collapse. Right now, it's at 79,000. Previously, it was up at 100,000 per Bitcoin, and now it has collapsed. I mean, take a look at this nosedive for Bitcoin. And this is, again, something that Donald Trump promised his supporters that he'd be great on, that Bitcoin would be flourishing under Donald Trump. I mean, again, remember during the election and prior to the election, he said, congratulations, Bitcoiners, when it hit 100,000. 100,000, you're welcome. Together, we will make America great again. Shouting out the Bitcoin people, saying, hey, I did this for you. I did this for you. I wonder if those same people are feeling that today with this complete crash in Bitcoin, a complete crash across the board. There are no stocks right now. There's nothing in the stock market that's benefiting from what Donald Trump is doing, not a single thing. And we can take a look at the futures here. The last thing I want to show you regarding this story, this topic, these futures. First of all, these are pre-markets. So the market hasn't opened on Monday, but extreme fear is driving the US market. We're at a 4 right now, which for a lot of the stock people out there, that is devastating. That's some scary stuff. But if you just look at the futures for the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, it is not good. It is not good at all. The Dow futures down 5.74%. S&P 500 futures down 6.18%. NASDAQ futures down 6.38%. Thousands of points across the board for the Dow, the NASDAQ, hundreds of points for the S&P 500. We are in a bad spot. I want to reiterate, if you have a retirement account, if you have a portfolio, if you have a 401k, if you're a young American out there who's trying to build up some wealth, so maybe you could buy a house one day under this disastrous economy that Donald Trump is creating, then I have bad news for you, because this is the reality that Donald Trump has created. A huge drop in stocks across the board, a huge evaporation of wealth for Americans of different income ranges across the board. This is what Donald Trump is doing. This is his administration. And again, I just want to point out that while all of this is going on, while the economy is crashing, the market is falling, there are global issues persisting, Donald Trump is on the golf course right now. He does not care about you. He has, quite frankly, never cared about you. He only cares about himself, but he's, happy to practice his golf swing while all of his supporters and people around him and average everyday Americans are suffering. That's Donald Trump. That's what this administration is all about. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you this story of all these different MAGA supporters turning on him in a huge way, saying that they regret their vote or that they can't support him any longer. It's a big deal. So I appreciate you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. It goes an incredibly long way. Also drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you. I hope you're doing well, and we shall talk soon.